France is sweltering under an extraordinary May heat wave. Temperatures have soared to levels never before recorded this early in the year. In cities from Paris to Bordeaux, thermometers are shattering old records. The heat arrived suddenly, catching many by surprise. Many people are calling this the heat wave of the century for May. Honestly, it feels more like August than late spring. Streets are deserted during the hottest hours. Air conditioners hum day and night, and fans are just flying off store shelves. This is not just a hot day or two, it's a prolonged, intense event. Weather experts say the heat wave might last longer than anyone hoped. People in France are asking, how much worse can it get? And when will it finally cool down? If you look at the temperature map of France today, you see a sea of red and orange, stretching from the Atlantic coast all the way to the borders with Italy and Spain. These colors are not just for show, they represent the intense heat blanketing nearly the entire country. These colors show just how hot it is everywhere, with almost no region spared from the sweltering conditions. The digital displays in towns and cities are lighting up with numbers that are hard to believe for this time of year. In the south, temperatures have shot up to 40 degrees Celsius, or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Streets are empty during the hottest hours, and locals are seeking any shade they can find to escape the blistering sun. Even in the north, where it is usually cooler and more temperate, the mercury has climbed above 35 degrees, that's 95 Fahrenheit. People there are experiencing heat levels rarely seen in these regions. Weather stations have reported daily highs breaking records from the Atlantic coast to the Alps. Headlines across the country are announcing shattered temperature records, some of which have stood for decades. The heat is not limited to cities. It stretches across the countryside, affecting both urban and rural communities alike. Rural areas, which often cool off at night, are also baking under the relentless sun. Fields that are usually green are turning brown, and the ground is cracked and dry. Meteorologists say this is one of the broadest and most intense heat waves in recent memory, with high temperatures covering almost the entire country at once. Experts are warning that such widespread heat is becoming more common. The map shows only a few cool patches in the far northwest and along some coastal areas, where ocean breezes offer a little relief, but for most, there is no escape from the heat. Most of France is in the grip of this historic event, with shimmering heat visible even from a distance. The landscape itself seems to be wilting under the sun's intensity. With temperatures this high, everyone, from city dwellers to farmers, feels the impact. People are changing their routines, staying indoors during peak heat, and taking extra precautions to stay hydrated. Crops are stressed, animals seek shade, and public health warnings are in effect almost everywhere. Authorities are urging people to check on neighbors, especially the elderly and vulnerable, as the country faces this extraordinary heat wave. The southern half of France is suffering the most, with the landscape transformed by relentless sun and soaring temperatures. Fields that are usually lush and green now appear parched and faded, as the heat wave tightens its grip on the region. Cities like Toulouse, Montpellier, and Marseille have reached highs of 39 to 40 degrees Celsius, that's 102 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The streets are nearly deserted during the hottest hours, as residents seek refuge indoors or cluster in the shade, fanning themselves and sipping cold drinks to stay cool. In Bordeaux, the thermometer hit 41 degrees, or 106 Fahrenheit, for a new May record. Local winemakers are concerned as the intense heat threatens the delicate balance needed for their grape harvests. This area is used to some summer heat, but not in May. The early arrival of such extreme temperatures has caught many off guard, with people expressing disbelief at the unseasonable weather. Central France, including Lyon and Clermont-Ferrand, is also roasting. The heat wave has spread northward, making daily life uncomfortable for millions more. Highs in these areas have stayed around 36 to 38 degrees Celsius, or 97 to 100 Fahrenheit. People are seen wiping sweat from their brows, and public fountains have become popular gathering spots for relief. Nighttime offers little relief, with lows not dropping below 22 degrees, that's 72 Fahrenheit. Many struggle to sleep, tossing and turning on top of their sheets, windows wide open in hopes of catching a rare breeze. The least affected areas are in Brittany and along the northern coast, where the climate is usually milder and more temperate. Here, ocean breezes keep temperatures lower, around 28 to 30 degrees Celsius, or 82 to 86 Fahrenheit. Locals and tourists alike enjoy the relative comfort, spending time outdoors without the oppressive heat found further south. Even so, these values are well above average for late May. Weather charts show a clear spike, and people are surprised to see such high numbers on their thermometers so early in the year. No region is spared completely. The heat wave's reach extends across the entire country, affecting daily routines and putting a strain on infrastructure. Even in the cooler zones, people talk about unusual warmth and sleepless nights. Many say they've never experienced such persistent heat in May and wonder what the rest of the summer will bring. Farmers in the south worry about water for their crops, while urban residents seek shelter from the sun. The heat wave is not just a matter of discomfort, it's a challenge for agriculture, health, and daily life, with everyone hoping for relief as the days go on. So why is France so hot right now? The answer lies in a stubborn high-pressure system sitting over Western Europe. High pressure acts like a giant lid, trapping warm air and keeping skies clear. At the same time, strong winds from the south are bringing air straight from the Sahara Desert. This hot, dry air travels across Spain and into France. As it moves north, it pushes temperatures even higher. Meteorologists call this a heat dome. The high pressure keeps the hot air in place, while the Saharan winds make everything even hotter. This combination is rare in May, which is why the heat wave is so historic. Without clouds or rain to cool things down, the sun just beats down day after day. This weather pattern is stubborn and hard to break, making it dangerous for people and animals alike. High-pressure systems are like giant invisible walls in the atmosphere. They force the air downward, making it hard for clouds to form. If clouds can't form, there is nothing to block the sun's rays. This leads to clear skies and rising temperatures. The winds from the Sahara pick up hot, dry air and even dust. This air travels north, crossing Spain and reaching France. When the Saharan air arrives, it mixes with the hot air already trapped by the high pressure. The result is a surge of extreme heat. Normally, May brings cooler winds from the Atlantic, but the high pressure blocks those cooler breezes. Instead, France gets a blast of desert heat. This setup is tough to break. Only a strong cold front or a shift in the jet stream can push the high pressure away. Until that happens, the heat will continue, sometimes for days on end. Looking ahead, the forecast for the next 5 days shows, well, not much change. The intense heat wave gripping France is set to continue, with little relief in sight for most regions. Meteorologists are closely monitoring the situation, but the overall outlook remains stubbornly hot and dry. Wednesday and Thursday will actually bring the hottest weather of the week, with highs soaring to between 39 and 42 degrees Celsius, or about 102 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit, especially in the southern parts of the country. These temperatures are well above seasonal averages and could pose health risks for vulnerable populations. In the north, it won't be much cooler. Expect daytime highs of 35 to 38 degrees Celsius, that's 95 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, making even the usually milder northern cities feel uncomfortably hot. Urban areas in particular may experience the effects of the heat island phenomenon, where concrete and asphalt trap even more warmth. By Friday, the heat will persist, though a few clouds might drift in over the west, offering only minimal shade. The evenings may bring some relief, but overall, the warmth will linger well into the night. Daytime highs will still reach 37 to 40 degrees Celsius, or 99 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit in many places. Staying hydrated and avoiding strenuous outdoor activities during peak hours will be crucial for everyone. The central and southern regions are still at risk for record-breaking heat, with some areas potentially seeing new all-time highs. The ongoing drought conditions are also putting stress on agriculture, with parched fields and wilting crops becoming a common sight. As we move into Saturday and Sunday, there's just a small chance for thunderstorms in some western regions. These storms could bring brief, localized downpours and the occasional rumble of thunder, but widespread relief is unlikely. Any rain that does fall might help cool things down a bit, but only for a short time. The ground is so dry that much of the moisture will evaporate quickly, leaving the air feeling humid and heavy. The heat will remain strong in the east and southeast, where people will continue seeking ways to stay cool, whether it's by heading to public pools, staying indoors, or using hand fans and cold drinks. Forecasters warn that even a brief shower will not end the heat wave. The underlying weather pattern remains unchanged, so the high temperatures are expected to persist. So, most of France should expect several more days of very hot, sunny weather. It's important to take precautions, look out for neighbors, and stay informed as this exceptional heat wave continues to impact daily life across the country. One of the most troubling parts of this heat wave is the nighttime warmth. Normally nights cool down, giving people in buildings a chance to recover. But this week, nighttime lows in many cities are staying above 22 to 25 degrees Celsius. That's 72 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. In Paris, Lyon and Marseille, people are reporting that they're tossing and turning in stifling bedrooms. The lack of cool air makes it really hard to sleep. Health experts warn that hot nights are dangerous, especially for babies, the elderly, and anyone with health problems. The heat also makes cities warmer than the countryside at night. Concrete and asphalt absorb the sun all day and then release the heat slowly after dark. This urban heat island effect means cities stay especially hot. Without relief at night, the stress on the body just adds up. Hydration, rest, and finding shade during the day become even more important. Many people are hoping for cooler nights soon. Is there hope for a break in the heat? Well, weather models are giving mixed signals. The American GFS model hints at a cold front arriving from the northwest late next week. If this actually happens, cooler Atlantic air could finally reach France. The European ECMWF model is less certain though. It suggests the high pressure might weaken, but only slowly. Some regions in the west and north could see temperatures dip below 30 degrees Celsius or 86 degrees Fahrenheit by the weekend. Others, especially in the southeast, might stay hot a bit longer. Meteorologists agree that the exact timing of relief is really hard to predict. Thunderstorms could break the heat in some places, but might just miss others. Everyone is watching the forecasts, hoping for a pattern change. For now, most experts say the heat wave will linger through the week. Relief may arrive by Sunday or Monday, but it's definitely not guaranteed for all. With heat this intense, people really need to take extra care. Drink plenty of water, stay out of the sun during midday, and check on neighbors and family. Wear light clothing and use fans or air conditioning if you can. The government is urging everyone to avoid outdoor sports or hard work during the hottest hours. Many cities have set up cooling centers for those without air conditioning. Pets and animals also need shade and fresh water. Despite all the challenges, there is hope that relief is coming. Forecasters are watching the skies for changes. A shift in the weather could bring cooler air and a chance to recover. As France waits for rain and cooler days, share your experiences. How are you coping with the heat? What advice do you have for others? Let's stay vigilant together and hope for cooler, safer weather soon.